Mmm.
Hi guys, this is Multi Young and Restless here with you, and
Oh. Mwah.
I'm here with you with a current household, and I know this is kind of late, but yeah, I know I'm late doing this, but um, yeah, I'm gonna be doing this. This is my August September edition of my current household. And the first person I'd like you to meet, his name is Carlton Castle, and he is the brother of Wilfred Castle and Richard Castle and and uncle of Gage Funk. Yes, you can talk to Wilfred. Go ahead.
Jeeves a
Okay.
being.
Let's see. What could I tell? I'll just go to the family
Sabula.
tree real quick
Shem
here.
Semido.
Okay. So, the first, this is first generation. The first generation I'm gonna announce to you guys. The first generation is my Simrita, which is right here. My Simrita Castle, which is right here. Oh yeah, she had another kid. Okay. Anyways, on with this. So Rita had 6 kids. I think Carlton is the oldest. I don't think so, but we have Carlton, which is the next generation, which is what I'm currently working with. And then we have Diane Funk, which is his sister, and she's married to Spencer, and she has 3 children. The next one is Richard Castle. Okay, I'll just announce that. Okay, the first generation is my my founder sim, Rita, and her last name was Daly before, and it's now Castle. She married Roger Castle, which is in the town of, it's Custom World. I can't remember the name of the world, but it's a custom world that I found on the Sims Realty. It's called My Sims Realty. And I can't remember what it's called, but you can find it there. I can't remember the name of the town though. The name of the, basically the name of the person. So the son I'm working with, there's 3 sons and 3 daughters. Actually there's 2 daughters that are alive, and this one died as a teen. But because I turned her into a mermaid, and then she died shortly after I turned her mermaid. But anyway, so the son I'm working with is Carlton Castle, and he has a daughter, and her name is Hermie. And from Hermie's family tree, she has obviously Carlton was married. He had a wife. Her name was Gina, and she died. Well, she didn't die. She turned elder, and I decided, well, she's too old, and I wanted them to have at least another kid. He wanted to have another kid, and she turned elder shortly when he wanted to have another kid. So I decided, well, we'll just assist. I have a mod where it'll assist a suicide, and so I decided, well, she's an elder anyway, so I'll kill her off. And basically what I did is I took her to the hospital, and because it's a mod where it's a hospital mod, and I took her to the hospital, and it's an interaction called assist with suicide, and you choose what type of death they'll have, and so she went to the cemetery after that. So, but I cleansed the dead, so she is not there. She's not in the mausoleum. So, but anyway, this is Carlton Castle, and then which he has a daughter. Her name is Hermie. And then, so technically right now, between Rita and Roger, they have 4 grandkids. The oldest grandkid is Gage Funk, and Gage was a baby when Diane was a teen. She had a teen pregnancy with Spencer Funk, which is now her husband. I she married him when she became a young adult. So they married at young adult age, and he was a toddler then, I think. And so yeah, he was a result of a teen pregnancy. So he's the oldest. And then Hermie is the next oldest, and then Jordan and Hermie came at the same time. They're the same age. And LaShawn, which is the next grandson, which is the other grandson, is the youngest. So we have Richard here. He's not married or anything. I also have a story progression mod in my game, which also tells me if a sim got married or if they got divorced. And in this case, when I started the game, Roger and Rita were married. And then I found out as Rita and Roger moved out, and Terry, which is the youngest kid in the castle clan here, once I moved them out, because she was an elder and I didn't want to deal with her anymore, and I wanted to make room for the next generation, which was either these 5, and so, which was Carlton at the time, and so because I wanted more room for him and his wife and whatnot, for him to take. Basically, this is basically the family house. He lived in here all his life, and I wanted one of the kids to take it over. And he was basically the only one left standing after Terry. She was a teen when they moved out, so it didn't really matter to me. So I decided, well, we'll have Carlton take the house and have him, start a family. And so, but he just has this one little kid right now, and her name is Hermie, as I said before. And the reason why I named her Hermie is because it reminded me so much of Hermione from Harry Potter. So, and I just like that name. For some reason, it was cute, and I liked it. So, Diane is the next kid. Actually, Richard and Carlton, Diane, Richard, and Wilfred were quads, actually. And it's called Instant Baby, and you can get that with a Master Controller. And I originally had 5, but I ended up deleting one of them, and I believe her name was Jeannie. 'Cause I started out with with the kids, I started out with 3 boys and 2 girls. Um, and so Sarah and Terry were naturally born kids. These 4, Carlton, Diane, Richard, and Wilfred, they were all instant babies. So it's interesting. You pick the sim you want to impregnate. Well, you don't impregnate them, but you click you click the mother, and then you pick somebody to be a donor, basically, kind of like a sperm donor, and you say how many babies you want, and I picked 5 because Rita's lifetime wish was to be, obviously, the what do you call it? The I don't know what you call it. Where you raise 5 children from babies to teenagers, and the surrounded by family lifetime wish. That was it. Anyways, so she had that lifetime wish, and that seems like the only lifetime wish so far in this game that there is, that I have had a sim master. And it's really hard. Trust me, it's hard. Well, I've done this. The swimming in cash one is pretty easy too, but yeah, I did have 5 babies at one time, and that was it was very hard, trust me, with one person having to take care of 5 kids. But by the time they were toddlers, I ended up deleting one of the kids, and I believe it was Jeannie that I ended up deleting. It wasn't on purpose. I was trying to get rid of their imaginary friends that they had, and because I'm so tired of those imaginary friends. They keep popping up. And I don't know what it is, but they keep popping up, and I just, I just didn't like it. So, um, anywho's, um, so anyway, so all of these 4 would have been the same age, but but what happened was I had a sauna. I had a sauna in the house. And so when they were teenagers, they kept using the mud bath, and so it reset their age by a day to 2 days or whatever every time they used um, the sauna. And so, it keeps doing that. So, so basically they never age. But, so yeah, so Carlton evidently is the oldest, and then Diane is the next, and then Richard, and actually no, Wilfred and Carlton are the same age. And Diane and Richard are the same age because they aged up together. And Sarah was the youngest, was the next one. Sarah was not the youngest, but she was the first naturally born child after that. And so I wanted her to have 6 children because I wanted to have a balanced amount of gender, because there's mostly males in the household. And so yeah, so we have 6 children. 5 are still alive. 1 died as a teen. But so for the second generation, basically, we have Carlton, Diane, Richard, Wilfred, Sarah, which is no longer around. She died as a teen, and Terry, which she's now a young adult. And so he's about an adult. Carlton's about an adult. Diane's about an adult, almost. Richard is probably about an adult. Pretty much, they're all about an adult except for Terry, because she just turned young adult. So now I'm basically working on the 3rd generation, and the oldest cheats enabled true.
Orb.
Okay.
Ziplu. Zim za voy.
It says you
Shibi bat
could
no digi. Simi ta.
not. I don't want you to
Mablarsa
mess with
day.
Hermie.
Shivs.
No, you're not going on
Vepsa
vacation.
zimza zaga day.
Adenoo.
This lied. Because it's supposed to
Sudao. Gamina.
modify.
Faminti.
No.
Shibi zapsa zorb.
Well, I was supposed to have a mod where it resetted your
Adenokur.
age,
Oh,
and I
really?
need to enable aging, I think, is what I need to do. Where is that? I need to see. Let's see. Active. Okay, household. Age. I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with it right now. I'll mess with it when I get back. When I go back and play. But this is Beatrice. She's a teen. Because it says aging up never, so I don't know what it is. But she's a teen, and she's just basically here to help. Help with Hermie. Basically, and since she's still a toddler. And her last name is Burnett. Beatrice Burnett. Oh, and I forgot to tell you his traits. I forgot to tell you guys his traits. Carlton's traits are loves the outdoors, genius, excitable, perfectionist, and a snob. And when it comes to traits for my Sims anymore, I randomize the traits. So, whatever they get, they get. Except if they're bad, like if they're evil or whatever, I don't give them those. But, yeah. So Beatrice's traits are slob, hates the outdoors, family-orientated, and a kleptomaniac. And so she's basically, she is Hermie's babysitter, basically, but I had her move in, so. Not by choice, but I just moved her in. These two traits I actually picked for Hermie, and they are neurotic and genius, and I thought that would be perfect for her. So, because sometimes you could freak out just once in a while and stuff. So, I hope you guys liked my current household, and I will be using... Oh, and also, by the way, Hermie is half mermaid and half werewolf. I have a mod in my game where you can have hybrids, and for some weird reason, her mother was not a mermaid or a werewolf. Her mother was a human, and her dad was a human, but her grandmother is a mermaid, and her grandfather is a werewolf. So, I don't know if that's the reason why or not, but I think that's why. And that's why I have the hybrid mod in my game now. I have the hybrid mod in my game, which you can get from NROS. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. And, hope to see you guys soon. Bye.
Hmm.